Hello and welcome back to Susanne Kurz Coaching and Media. In Germany, we just had Father's Day last week at the time of filming this video. And for me, that was the second Father's Day without a father. And that just means that it was the second Father's Day after my father has passed away. And that always makes me reflexive, and so I'm reflecting on things. And I just wanted to share with you how, interestingly, last year after my father's passing, and not too long after my father's passing, I actually had kind of a spiritual meeting with him. I got in touch, I got in contact with him very impressively. And that happened around the time where I also had another very impressive spiritual experience. That came together, and at the same time I also started channeling stories. And I always put that into quotation marks because I'm not quite sure where these stories that I've channeled came from. There are various possibilities, but what is important for me mainly is I didn't intentionally sit down and think them up. And they just flowed out of me in an altered state of consciousness, a light trance state. And I also had the feeling that these little stories, very small little stories, some have action, some don't have a lot of action, kind of like a vignette, like a picture. They are all a little bit metaphorical, they all bear a message. And that's why I've called them parables. And I think they have the potential to put the reader also into an altered state of consciousness, a light trance state, if you're open to that. And I found these little parables very comforting and very encouraging at the time. And that is why I then decided to publish some of them. I selected some for publication, and I had 77 at the time when I started selecting them, and I selected 21 of them and 2 bonus parables and published them in a little ebook. There's a German version, ebook and paperback, and there's an English version, which is an ebook on Amazon, a Kindle ebook. And there will be a paperback version too. It's just not ready yet. And it's called Parables for Truth Seekers. And I put an image to accompany each of these little parables to make the experience more rounded and better and more inspiring also. I think these images have the potential to give some additional inspiration and fodder, so to speak, for thought. And I also added some journaling prompts, and the messages are in there. And so you can just go a little bit deeper and see what engaging with the story brings up in you and for yourself, so for your own truth, so to speak, and your own insights. And I've published that as Parables for Truth Seekers on Amazon, and I will put the link into the description and probably the comments, depending on which platform you're viewing this video on. You will find it either in the descriptions or in the comments or both. For me, this always, because it came together within 2 or 3 days, my encounter, my post-mortem encounter with my father, which deeply impressed me and was very emotional, and my huge spiritual breakthrough experience, which was very short but very impressive, and the start of this channeling process. And that's why it came up for me again on Father's Day, and I just wanted to share that. And I have shared more about the experience itself, I think, in some of my podcast interviews, which you can just check out on my website, a list of the interviews that I've done recently, so you can find that there. I will probably share more about that in a later video on my own experiences in my Death and Beyond series here on my YouTube channel, for which I primarily record this video, and it's also going to Spotify as a podcast soon. So yeah, I just wanted to share that with you because it recently came up, and if you like, check out the book. I would be happy if you buy it. Hope to see you soon again. Have a good time, and bye for now.